was interested in, I have a poem I wrote when I was 15 about the cemetery in France, where there were white stones for the French and black for the enemy, for the Germans. And then I have it snow, you see. So I was preoccupied with peace just as the war was starting, the Second World War. And I was part of a post-war council we had in college. We were trying to think about, what we're going to do, and all of the United Nations. That was such an exciting time, hopeful time, like today. And so when I came out here, I worked with the Foreign Service Committee my first year here on this school affiliation, because I'd had the experience in Germany. I'd worked with the Unitarian Service Committee there 2 summers, and after the war, and so then there was in Japan we had that, and we had letters going back and forth, and we had teachers exchanging, and some students exchanged. But it all ended in the end of the 60s with the drug issues. People didn't want their children going here when that. And then there was a group called Turn Toward Peace, and there was a Platform for Peace, and there was World Without War Council, which was really the World Without Communism Council. So, and I remember that when we have 22 sister cities, and one of them was Managua in Nicaragua. And so when we went before the city council to get that established, because some of us had gone down there, and it was during the Sandinista era, and we're very excited about what was going on. And so we had this meeting at the city hall, and along comes this Holt Ruffin, who was then heading up the World Without War Council. And he, like George Weigel, who was somebody else, who they hated having citizens do anything, The last thing they wanted was citizen diplomacy. And so they just thought, we certainly didn't want to have a sister city relationship with Managua, but we do. And I don't know what's happened to it, because then after the Sandinistas left, I think the enthusiasm here for it kind of dwindled.